Hey guys, Christina here, and today I have a haul from Amazon to show you. Now, if you're new here, we are a family of 7. We live on the Canadian prairies, and we have 5 children that we homeschool between the ages of 4, almost 5, and 13. So coming up this fall, we're going to have children in kindergarten as well as grades 3, 6, 7, and 9. I always have to think about that. So I picked up a few things. I'm trying to be conservative in what I buy. I kind of all around try to be a little bit conservative, minimalistic, but even more so this year. But there's a few things that I've kind of been waiting and hemming and hawing, and I decided to finally go ahead and get them. So I will show you what I got. So the first thing is these 5-star notebooks. These are graphs. So there's 200 pages of graphs, and it's front and back is the graph, and it's 4 squares per inch. So I picked up, they had a limit of 4. They were on sale, and so they just sent us random colors. I got 1 blue, 2 green, 1 red. And we use these for math for our kids in grade 4 and up. And they go through more than one in a year. So I'll probably have to buy some more. But they had a limit of 4, and that's why I picked up 4. But they're really good for math to helping to line up the numbers. Highly recommend those books. Then I picked up one of our read-alouds for next year, A Blinding Light by Julie Lawson. It says on the back here, it's 1917 in Halifax, Nova Scotia. The Great War is raging and the Halifax harbor is bustling with activity. For 12-year-old Livy Schneider and her 15-year-old brother Will, life goes on in spite of anti-German prejudice and the rumors surrounding their German-born father. On the morning of December 6, Will is following his usual routine, while Livy finds herself in a most unusual situation. Before she can get out of it, however, the unthinkable happens. A flash of light, thunder rolling underground, and in an instant an explosion, the single largest man-made explosion in history before the dropping of the atomic bomb in 1945. What caused it? Who was to blame? How did the survivors even begin to rebuild their shattered lives? In A Blinding Light, award-winning author Julie Lawson tells a riveting story of the Halifax explosion and its aftermath, exploring the themes of loss and resilience, social class, and the unlikely human bonds that arise in a time of tragedy. So a lot of our books I'm getting from the library, but there's some for this year that there aren't a lot available in our library system, or they don't have it at all. I can't remember if there was any of these. So I picked this book up. That's one of our read-alouds. Then I've been looking at French books for my kids. If you're new here, our oldest 3 children started off attending public French immersion school, and then we switched to homeschooling. So I'm always trying to get them to maintain what they learned and to increase what they learned, as well as our youngest 2 to learn French. So I picked up this book here. This is called My First French Lesson, Color and Learn. And there weren't a whole lot of sample pages inside, like on Amazon. So I wasn't quite sure what it was going to be like. It seems like it might work for my 3rd grader. It has like the French, the pronunciation, and the English, and there's some phrases. So I may have her use this book, I'm not sure. But that's one I picked up. It is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I thought it would be a little larger. So that's one. The other one I picked up was this one here, French 1. It says grades K to 5 skill builders. And again, I wasn't quite sure what the inside was going to look like. And so I might have my 3rd grader, or I might have my 5th grader. I find it's really hard to find books that are more advanced for French. So not sure, but that's what that one looks like. It's a small book as well. A little small book. Then this next item was a bit of a splurge. My oldest son, who's going into 9th grade, is interested in being a veterinarian. And so we got this horse and dog anatomy coloring book. In order to help him learn a bit about animals, about how their bodies are like the structure, the names of different parts of their bodies, he is doing biology this year. And when I came across this series, I had him kind of look and see if he was interested, and he really was interested in this one. So I went ahead and got this. We'll see how he likes that. But kind of a interactive and fun way to learn about the animals. The next thing I got, I'm sure People have seen this before, nothing new. It's heavy, really heavy. The 3 set book by Julia Rothman. Julia Rothman. And I'll pull them out. So the first book is Farm Anatomy. And this one has all kinds of things to do with farming and homesteading, cooking, animals, just a wide variety of things. So I had been looking at this book and considering it because we do want to, when we eventually move, have more of a hobby farm, a very small one. But I just felt like this would be really useful as well as to go along with our science in the future. The second book is Nature Anatomy. Oh, there we go. This book is one that I was looking at for this year to go along with our science because it covers a number of the items. We're going to be talking about the atmosphere, about weather, the water cycle, about the layers of the earth, the minerals and rocks, just bodies of water, a whole bunch of things that are covered in here. And I love the drawings. They're so useful, not only for extra resources, but like for art if you want to copy, or for kids just to look through. So I had really wanted this one. And then this one that came in it is called Food Anatomy. So I wasn't planning on getting this one right now. I'd been looking at it, but it was actually cheaper to buy all 3 in a set together than to buy them individually. So I felt like this one could still be really useful. I have a child who's interested in being a chef, and so I thought he might get some use out of this, as well as, again, for various points of science in the future for resources and for growing our own garden. This would be useful. Now, the other benefit of getting it in the 3-pack, not only did it come with a nifty storage case, but it came with a set of prints as well. And so these prints are really beautiful. A couple of them I'm not sure if I would use, but there's some other ones like the tree identification one and stuff that I think I would possibly frame and put up. So they're really beautiful, and that was nice to have that as well. So that was a set of books that I got there. Oh, they are heavy. They're very heavy. And we already have the ocean one. So now we have 4 of her books. They're very useful. And then the next thing. So, this might need a little bit more explanation. So it is Microscope. It's a digital Celestron LCD digital microscope 2. Now, I'm not going to pull it all out because we actually did open it and give it a try the other day, and I'll put some footage in for you to see. But with my son doing biology, starting grade 9, I felt like it was time to get a microscope. And I kind of had been looking since over a year ago, trying to figure out what we wanted in a microscope. And I think it was, who was it? I think from the Waldock Way. She had made a comment about, because her daughter and her, like the parents, they wear glasses, that there's an issue when using the microscope that you look into, that you have to keep adjusting when you have different eyeglass settings to see the same thing. And that kind of got me thinking, like, oh yeah, I hadn't really thought of that. Only one of our children wears glasses right now, but I do as well, and my husband, and I've always had trouble with microscopes. I can't see through them very well for some reason. And so that's why I decided to get the one with the display, because then we don't actually have to adjust it for each person, but we can look at the slide and everybody can see it on the screen at the same time. So it has 3 different lenses right here. So it's got the 4, 10, and 40 times. It's got a 5 megapixel sensor, adjustable mechanical stage, 180% rotating LCD screen, on-screen measurement tool, which is useful, 2 gigabyte memory card, and it has an optional battery mode. The other thing about this one that I liked is it has a light both on the top and the bottom, which from what I've read and from what I understand, because I don't have a lot of experience with microscopes, is that sometimes that's needed in order, depending how dense or how dark the sample is. And so I really like that. So that was like a big expensive purchase for our family, but I feel like it's really well made, and I think it's just going to work really well. And I will show you real quick. One of the other reasons I really like this one was because it came in a case. It comes in a case like this. It's like a hard, but then it's soft on the outside. So the microscope is really well protected, and it's easy for storage. I'll just show you. I have it kind of semi-packaged in here still. But just for like the longevity and protecting expensive things, I felt like this was really important to have that protective case. It's got the little handle on top so you can carry it, and it actually does come with a strap as well you can attach to either side so you can carry it on your shoulder. So that's the microscope. One other thing I decided to get were these pre-prepared slides for the microscope. There's 4 different sets, and it actually wasn't that expensive. They seem to the sets vary a little bit, and the pricing varies quite a bit. But I thought this would be really good, again, for my son who's interested in in biology, the microscope, all that, to kind of see these things. But then they're also simple enough for my younger children as well. So my kids are really excited. They can't wait to look through all of these slides. I think that's gonna be really exciting. I do plan to get some unprepared, like just the glass slides, so we can make our own slides eventually. But for now, this is what we'll use. And the kids are excited, and I'm excited. So that's a look at everything that I got from Amazon. Like I said, trying not to buy too much, but things that we can use across many years to come, across many topics and subjects, and across many age ranges because we have a big age range in kids. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. I will try and link all these products down below, both to the Canadian and, if I can find, on the US Amazon as well. So you can just click it and purchase the same thing if you're interested. Otherwise, though, I hope that this finds you having a great day. Take care.